Hey everybody, this is Alpha Zero at your service. I'm going to do a review on a new episode of Saiko Pass 2, which is episode 10. Now, we are only one episode away from finishing the series, and I got to say this, episodes seem to be okay. I mean, like, some crazy plot points here and there, and so forth. Don't really know what's up and other things, but in other cases, all I know is, like, things are just getting tough right now. And we see to it that Kamui is making all the emergency trains go to one location. And pretty much, I'm not really sure what he was planning, but during this episode, he ended up using paralyzers on all the innocent civilians, to my surprise, and so forth. Now, before I get into more detail, let's get back to the very beginning of what's going on here. We see to it that Akane is disobeying orders, so that right there is like, well, it's usually rare for her to do that, but yeah. And we see to it that Mika Shimotsuki is being a little crazy right now, and I'm thinking in my mind, girl, you're making me sick in the head. You're making me sick in the head right now. I'm not freaking playing. You're making me sick in the head right now. And so far into it, like, when the episode keeps progressing, we see to it that Akane talks to the chief for a bit, but not before, like, ending the meeting where the chief shows Akane's grandmother being beaten up and swollen to pieces or something. Well, not swollen into pieces, but what I'm trying to say is, like, beaten and just laid there. I'm like, oh my gosh, that is just too cruel. Way too cruel. And after that, you know, we see too that Shimotsuki is thinking in her mind, as long as I obey the civil system, my psychopaths won't get clouded. I'm thinking in my mind, girl, just don't. Just don't. Please. Just don't. And we see to it that the chief wants to kill Kamui. But that chief is not some ordinary chief. We all know that. We all know that it's Togani's mother. Later, we see to it that Akane is trying to figure out what she's trying to do. But she has a vision about talking to Kogami, and he says, yo, you're going to kill him? And she says, maybe that's my only option. Kogami says, yo, right, that's not your only option. Didn't you tell me what you lived by before? And I go like, yeah, so what are you trying to do, becoming a killer now? And therefore, we see to it that Akane was talking to Kamui and says, I'll tell you what, you stop this, I'll give you what you want. And pretty much we see to it that the chief is talking to Akane, except that's Togani's mother. She ends up saying, you better stop this right now, otherwise I'm going to eliminate you from society itself, you hear me? And that came out pretty tough right there, so I don't really know what's gonna happen exactly, but all I know is, like, we see to it that Akane knows everything what Togani was trying to do, especially trying to paint Akane black. However, the problem is for Togani is that Kirito comes in and says, you can't paint her black, and therefore the highest crime coefficient ever in the series was like a 769, I believe. I'm thinking in my mind, holy day, I think it beating that other girl's psychopath, and he's trying to kill Kirito, but that did not happen since he shot, and it ends right there, and I go like, oh my gosh. Yeah. Now, I've got to mention there are some things about the bombs that was placed, however, it got rigged and would not detonate, so yeah. I forgot to mention that, sorry. So, this episode came out alright. Go give it a watch yourself if you kept up the Saiko Pass series. Now this episode came out alright for me. Wish it could have been better. So if anything else, I'll end my review right here, people. I'll see you on my next video, which will be about 30 to 45 minutes. Until then, I'll see y'all till then. Alright, have a good day. Now see you all in my next video. Later. Peace out. Bye bye.